We're open 6 days a week, closed only on Tuesday. We have ticketed shows every Wednesday night. We have acoustic Sundays, jazz Mondays, and live bands every Friday and Saturday at 10 p.m. That's all free admission Wednesdays every night that are ticketed. So please help me welcome back to the Winery at St. George Stage, the lovely and talented Patti Rothberg.
Thank you so much for sampling your wines and then having a glass of it. Okay, so this song is called Flicker. It goes like this. Black clouds in a summer fire, black clothes in your memory, your wicked plastic smile. for you, stone bells waiting for you. There in hundreds by the midnight snow. Who'll be your next victim? Maybe you don't know. One thing leads to another, it's an undead show. Stone bells waiting for you.
So Patti, tell us, were you always interested in a career in music, or did you want to pursue art more?
I've always been interested in both art and music equally. I knew that I had desire to play music. There was an upright piano in our house growing up, and I would just pound on it first. I started out pounding. It was a percussion instrument after all. And I was so delighted by the sounds. I would, separate my fingers to try to recreate what I wanted to hear. And pretty soon I'd written my first composition, Flowers in the Spring. Then, I've always been a painter, starting with finger paint and then quickly graduating to sort of oils, acrylics, and things of that nature, watercolor. And so yeah, it's pretty much been simultaneous. I feel like the art and music, it's all oral, it's all like around us. It's all around us all the time.
And what would you consider your finest accomplishment?
My finest accomplishment, hands down, is my book, Extra Awesome. It's mission impossible. It was written by people who are all plagued by, depression or troubles. And we came up with a funny book that could be for everyone, but that also targets people that don't need or actually targets people who need more of the help, and while entertaining the normal folks. So, Extra Awesome is my greatest accomplishment.
Favorite album of yours, or least favorite album?
I love them all. They're all sort of different children of mine, but I think that the one that's kind of painful to listen to is Double Standards, because I was going through a breakup during that time, and it was hard for me to sing, and so things that a listener might not hear, I hear every time I listen to it. But I think it's a collection of great songs also, so I really don't have a favorite, although Black Widow is the most current at this time, and it sort of lives in my car. I play it all the time.
Musical influences?
The first one that just popped into mind is Janis Joplin, and a male influence is probably Rod Stewart. I used to have a Rod Stewart cover band called Rod Stew. Kate Bush, David Bowie, Rolling Stones, so many. It's hard to name them all.
And your upcoming projects, you want to tell the fans about that?
Sure, I have an album coming out called Ulterior Motives. It has a lot of, it's sort of like a 60s time machine throwback. And it was produced by the same producer, Lyle Puente, who did Black Widow.
And what is a memory of your heyday in the 90s?
One of my favorite memories is having Chris Isaac draw a tattoo on my arm. I was like trying really hard not to melt, because he's just so great and so adorable. And playing big, like Madison Square Garden, that was certainly an interesting experience.
Your view on social media and how you feel about fans approaching you now and then?
I have no problem with anyone approaching me anytime. I will handle it. Whoever you are, I'm not suggesting that you should come straight at me, like with a knife, but... Well, there's portals. There's official portals you can go to get to me.
I couldn't have been much more than 14 when I saw you in the rock and roll.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Rothberg, Patti's sister, and I'm also the videographer and point person. My role as videographer point person is to attend Patti's gigs, film them, edit them when they're completed. I also am responsible for filming Patti's music videos, like one of the videos we shot in 2013 was Black Widow, That took about 3 days to shoot and 2 days to edit. And I also, my role as behind the scenes PR point person is to provide Gary and Patti contacts, make sure that they follow up with them, suggest some venues for Patti to play in. So that's my responsibility in that role. I used to take guitar lessons from this guitar teacher that lived in the local area, and Patti used to, without my knowledge, Patti used to spy on me and the guitar teacher, and she was very, very mischievous. And that's the catalyst that inspired her to become a musician.
What do you think of the show?
Okay,
Well,
just to
this
be
is the
clear.
first time I've seen Patti, and I think she's phenomenal. I'm really a big fan already.
Really? And what? Do you have a favorite song or an album?
Well, Black Widow is
With the Rolling
probably
Stones, right?
Black Widow?
Yeah.
What about you?
Black Widow, this version of
Hey, Tom, did you see this?
Yeah. We're being interviewed, Tom. I'm sorry.
And what do you think of the show so far?
I think it's beautiful. This is a great setting, and Patty sounds awesome here. She sounds awesome anywhere, but this place is special.
And you like, you've been to this venue before?
I saw her last show here, and that's why I'm back.
Well, are you from around here?
Well, actually, we came from New Jersey.
Oh, all the way from New Jersey?
Yeah, work in the city.
And have you ever been to the winery before?
No,
Never.
this is my first time.
Oh, wow. And I'm sorry, what?
I've been here once before.
And what do you think of the venue?
That's a beautiful place.
Have you ever seen Patti Rothberg perform live here? No? And what do you think of the show so far?
Oh, it's wonderful. It's fantastic. It's
Very nice.
refreshing.
Very nice, intimate show. Very good.
Okay. And I heard saw you were listening to one of her CDs, Double Standards, earlier. Is that your favorite album?
It is, yeah, I love it. Every song is fantastic.
And do you have a particular favorite song off of that album?
I'm trying to think of my favorite song off of it. I like Gigantic.
I like
But no, I
Gigantic
mean,
too.
You were listening to Gigantic. I figured that would be your favorite, right? Yeah? You love them all? Okay. So, are you becoming big fans of Patti, and would you come back again and see her live
I
again?
can see her, sure.
Yeah? Great. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. What did you think of Patti's show tonight?
The show was really terrific. She's absolutely spot on. The acoustics are wonderful in this venue, and she just sounds really terrific this evening.
And how long have you been a fan of Patti's?
Well, I've known Patti for many years, on and off from radio, but really more recently, the last 2 or 3 years, I've seen her, numerous times on and off. Every couple of months. Just tonight was really spectacular.
And do you have a favorite album or song of hers?
Really, I like all of her albums. I love Double Standards, 1 to 9, but I really like all of her music.
And have you ever been to this venue, the winery at St. George, before?
No, I've never been here before. This is a really terrific venue. It's this renovated church. It's absolutely spectacular. The acoustics are wonderful. The food is really great here. It's a terrific atmosphere. And I'm just really loving it this evening. It's great.
And would you return again and see Patti here again?
You know what? I'd see Patti here again. Quite frankly, I'd like to see Patti at a lot of different venues. So I'm really looking forward, actually, next time, not just this evening. It's great.
So you're a real big fan of Patti's, like Tom is.
Like Tom, yeah. I'm totally sucked into the Patti died. Yes.
Great, that's terrific. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.